Welcome to Chitchatwithtea. I'm your host, Miss T. Welcome to the live. We're gonna get started. So yes, I'm actually kind of doing a redo. Yeah. So we're gonna get started in like 5 minutes. Okay, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, I'll be back. Thank you. Yes, if you're listening on the replay, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And we're getting ready to get started. This is Chit Chat with T. I'm your host, Miss T. So yeah, we're getting ready to get started. Yes, indeed. Let's go. Okay. Alrighty. So yes, we're gonna continue through, but I thought this was a perfect video. It kind of expresses how Cardi's feeling. I'm gonna go back a little bit about the whole situation. They did a great job. So Cardi goes, I don't think people understand how tired I was. How tired, how mentally drained I was. Drained. Couldn't eat. I was getting frequent headaches. I was literally losing my mind. Yeah. Yeah, we could see that. Yeah. of the Horettes, okay? I was literally losing my mind, and so let's finish the rest of it. So, yes, she was just speaking how she was losing her mind, and then she even stated here that, it was more than just it was more than that than him just having affairs, so much more. So they had a lot of other things going on. The constant lies, the gaslighting, yeah, messing her up. She was depressed, okay? And at one point, before she and Offset reconciled and had their first child, we gotta slow this down. Hold on, let's go back a little bit, okay? Let's go back a little bit. So, anyway, at one point before she and Offset reconciled and had their third child, Cardi's worried management team wanted her to see a therapist, and this is great. I'm happy for her that she did that, okay? We don't need the sound, it's just music. And yeah, so that's awesome. Mhm. So she had her baby. And so now she says she's in a good place. She's enjoying a romance with Mr. Stefan, okay? We got correct, but we spoke about that already. And she says, "I'm in a happy place right now, and I'm very, very happy. I feel like I'm crawling. It's like I'm learning how to do things. Dating is new to me. It took a long time for me to open up to somebody." Mhm. Cardi had a built Cardi had built a friendship with the 31-year-old sportsman before they started dating, and she hadn't been this happy in a very, very long time. Isn't that awesome? I love that for her. I do. So, yeah, that's the end of that video. I thought that was a perfect video. This is a perfect little clip, actually. Um, and to be noted, Cardi said Cardi B would have ended up killing Offset if they were still together. Now, I mean, maybe they were joking. Maybe they were joking, but that's a strong possibility. Very, very strong possibility there. I'm not saying she would try to do anything but intentionally, but it was so toxic. The relationship was a toxic relationship. But um let's get into it. I just wanted to show you that, okay? So yeah, let's get into it. All right, here we go. So yeah, so obviously you can see them on the screen, and from the thumbnail we're going to talk about this couple first. And so, Cardi B and Offset, they're at it again. They've been fighting back and forth online. It's kind of simmered down a lot actually now, but we know why, right? But then they turned around and he gave her a son and all the things. So yeah, so they were fighting and ended up somehow got back together again, and Cardi B ended up having a son. Okay. And then, as usual, I've said play it off, okay? Like he does. And again, he played off. Now, I don't know which women these are now, so there's that. But there were multiple, there's that. And he played off on her, okay? And then they going back and forth, social media, ba da 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 da, arguing. And the next thing we know, Stefan came on the scene. Like, yay, Mr. Stefan. Tall, handsome, loaded. Okay, I'm just being honest, right? NFL player. They said he had a child with his previous relationship. Now, there's in one report I read that it wasn't his child, but I will say I saw a picture. I probably should have posted it of the little girl. She does look a lot like Stefan. She really does, but I think the article said it wasn't his. But I'm not really sure, so I'm gonna say that I don't really know. Okay, but there's a possibility that he has a daughter. But nevertheless, if he does, he still only has one. And he's younger than Offset. Not trying to knock Offset, I'm just saying. Okay? In other words, she upgraded on the cool. Okay, so this particular picture is significant because this is what did it. First of all, Cardi was going back and forth. We know the story back and forth. I'm sure everybody knows. Da 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 da. She was mad. He allegedly sent some type of X picture over to, and he shared it with people, and this and that and other, and then something happened, and allegedly, um, he allegedly said he was going to do something to himself. I guess he kind of was begging Cardi to stay with him. Oh, this is allegedly, okay, so a report that I read. And then on top of that, Cardi turned around. Now this is petty. Cardi turned around and said that to his girlfriend. I guess his whatever girlfriend. I was like, woo, Cardi. But you know what? All the stuff that he's put her through, I'm not really mad at her. I'm like, okay. She's tired. That's when women we get tired. And so the reason I read all the way up to this to show you how the haircuts, and not haircuts, but the hairstyles, the braids are identical. This literally was the pettiest of the pettiest. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. But nevertheless, this is what did it. This is what this I think this took him out. This took Offset out. What I mean by that is eventually he just kind of posted, you could tell he was extremely upset. And he was really upset when he canceled or closed all of his social media accounts. He shut them down. He shut them down. And you know what? He's probably in his feelings and he's probably still feeling away. Still right now. Okay, so let's get into some of the things. Yes. So I picked this because I wanted to show the contrast between the two, well, allegedly couples. Okay. Cardi B, Offset, and President 47 and Elon Musk. Okay. So, so that's the first. So first we established that Cardi B and Offset are no longer together. The relationship was toxic. So everybody kind of knows that he played off. She went off and she's tired. She's over it. That's pretty much where we are, right? Okay. Let's move on to the second. Stay with me. I'm building something. Stay with me, okay? All right. Moving on. So let's get to the next bromance between President 47 and which is 47 and Elon Musk, okay? All right. So we noticed that they were like bros for 1 minute, and then the next minute they were like throwing jabs on X. If Offset and Cardi are the rap breaking, these two are corporate divorce. Okay. They were tweeting and I mean, they were really going back and forth. And I believe, the thing about it is, um, at first, you know, Elon came in, he basically he supported Trump's basically this entire campaign almost. I think it was like 220. Now I'm not, the amount may be off, but 227 million or something like that. But nevertheless, the point is, it was a ridiculous number, and he supported it. And I'm gonna confirm that number. That sounds a little crazy, but nevertheless, the point is, he contributed more than, I think, probably more than anyone else for the Trump campaign. And I think he thought one thing, and then when he came in, you saw him. He came in, and Trump brought him in, and everybody was happy. Da 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 da. And again, they seemed so tight, right? You see him in 2024. He's celebrating. He was all excited. Yada yada yada. Okay, he was. He was so excited. And Trump was announcing Elon. It's like he was his. It almost like he was his son. He was like almost a son or something. And I think the back and forth were really, really did it. Besides the fact that Elon lost a lot of money and people were burning up the cars and all the things. I mean, so much. And he lost like, but if I'm not mistaken, billions of dollars. And whether that be all of the facts are quite not quite right, but it doesn't matter. He lost money is the point. A lot of it. Okay. But 2024 they started the happy, blah blah blah. He's celebrating, he's raising his hands until Trump came with the big, beautiful bill. Now, this is what did I think to me, this is what did it for Elon. I think Elon was like, look, I've lost a lot of money, I'm losing money, comes losing money. Now you're gonna bring this big, beautiful bill out, and this is really gonna take me out. And not necessarily because he's still loaded. So this is what, and so Elon wanted him to pull it. This is their biggest thing. Is why to me they just really fell out. He wanted him to pull it, cancel it, don't do it by all means. Elon made all kinds of threats. He did. He threatened him, and I'm thinking to myself, that ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work. You threatening Trump, that's not gonna work. It's like two alphas scrapping and fighting, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's kind of how that went. But yeah, so let's get into a little bit more. So let's just talk about comparing the two different uh, couples. All right. We know these couples are split up, but let's get into it. So the first thing is it's the ego, right? The ego epidemic. What do these two breakups have in common? Like I just said, one word, the ego. When ego drives, logic hops out of the window, right? It just jumps out. Offset ghosted, Cardi clapped back, Elon shaded, Trump swerved. Mm-mm-mm. Whether it's love or leadership, pride or wreck, it is real quick, right? So, ego is a thing, right? And if I think Offset have more ego than maybe Cardi in a sense, but in the terms of the president and Elon, to me they both had two big egos, and that's partly why they couldn't get along. And that's how I see it anyway, right? So another thing to be noteworthy here is this the pettiness, and I kind of pointed that out already when I was kind of just giving you a little backdrop of both couples. You know what I mean? So petty, yes, but let's not forget sometimes the loudest one is the most hurt. So even though they seem basically the pettiest ones probably are the ones hurt the most, right? So for example, um Offset clearly was hurt because he was out here with all this noise and giving all this rah-rah. But then Cardi got even pettier. Okay, she did. That I shared that with you about the hair, the braids, the son getting the same hairstyle as her new man, posting the pictures of her and her Stefan on the yacht, all the things, right? She's getting really, really petty. And then she told him to also to, unalive himself, da 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 da, allegedly, okay? All that's very, very petty. But then the question is it petty or pain? Because typically, I mean, it could be either or. But, Elon dragging on Twitter because he probably feels replaced, neglected, unwanted, left out. Um, to me, when folks start moving petty, just know pain is usually the pilot. Right. So clearly they're in their feelings, right? They're hurt. And in Cardi's thing, I guess technically I guess she could still be in pain, but I think in my mind she's just over it. She is absolutely over it. Okay. All right. But yeah. Mm-hmm. So let's keep on going. All right. Okay. So we talked about ego and how ego is over logic and everything else. And we talked about being petty versus being peaceful. Okay. Now let's get into the lessons from this mess, right? Because there are definitely some lessons to know from this mess. The first lesson, y'all, is just the biggest one probably and it's probably difficult for them apparently because they're always on social media. This is part of their whole lifestyle, I guess. Is keep your business off social media. Everybody doesn't need to know everything. I think once a lot in this day and age, it seems to be a thing that people do to express themselves online, and I'm not knocking it or anything like that. But, you know, I think the best route is to keep it offline. But, to each his own. And we're in kind of a different time where people just like to share. I'm sharing right now, right? There's that. So, another lesson, the second one that we can learn from these two couples, okay, is don't let ego ruin your blessings, whether it's a marriage or $1 million partnership, okay? So yeah, in this case, we talked about how like um Offset, Offset just couldn't let it go. He couldn't let the women go. I mean, and he was trying to hold on to a marriage, knowing he wasn't trying to be married. At least he wasn't trying to be faithfully married, right? He wanted to have his cake and eat it too. Ego, ego, ego. Okay, all about oneself. And then, as far as the $1 billion partnership, as in Trump and Elon, they both. That's why they weren't gonna work. Keep saying that, but that's why we knew. Everybody knew that when they got together, we're all like, really, they're not gonna make it long. And I'm gonna just be honest. I thought they were gonna probably. I thought they would go a little bit longer, but they didn't even make it to June. Well, they did make it to June, but I thought it was gonna be like in September. But they yeah, they crashed and burned. Now, will they ever be back together? I don't think so. Maybe, but I doubt it. They asked Trump about it, and he was like, "I'm not even thinking about him," which okay, whatever. But he said he wasn't thinking about Elon. He pretty much wants Elon to go do his thing. In other words, he wants Elon to stop talking. That's what I think. But anyway. And so the last lesson we can learn from all of this is when it's loud, it's usually hurting. So don't confuse noise for strength. It's often just pain with a mic. So sometimes when people are being petty and loud, it's not necessarily that they are strong, but yeah, they're not saying they're not strong, but they're more than likely they're probably hurting. And yeah, they're probably hurting. So yeah, that's what I have. And so those are the lessons I felt like we could learn from these people. Now, as far as what's going on current today, as of today, because all these things have been going on, these things are happening. These things have already occurred. Um, but what's happening now is the question. Well, I guess we'll wait and find out what's going to happen. Actually, right? Because um, Cardi Offset went silent. Cardi B's living her best life. Okay, and Trump has moved on, and he acts as if he just don't he don't care what Elon does. They even asked him about his Tesla, and he was like, "I don't know. I haven't thought about it." And asked him, "What are you gonna do about Elon?" I'm not even thinking about it. That's what he kept saying. So clearly, I guess in a way, he moved on. Elon is still mad, and there's still things coming out. There's still different reports coming out about Elon, this, that, and the third. So it's pretty crazy. And they threaten each other. So we're gonna just watch the show and see what happens next. But yeah, that's what I have. I just wanted to share that comparing the two couples, how the relationship was toxic and how they basically went from love, well, whatever, you know what I mean. Love to um basically burning up in flames. One more public than the other, but both public. So anyway, that's all I have. Thank you for listening. I wanted to make this live a little bit shorter because something that goes on with the system it doesn't like to go. I don't think the system, as in StreamYard, likes to go over an hour because it gets really static and all weird. And so I'm gonna wrap it up. So I'm gonna play a song or two and then we're gonna head out. This is Chit Chat with T. I'm your host, Miss T. Let me know what you think about what I've said. Hopefully you understood everything, how you feel about it. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Yeah, we're just gonna keep watching how all this plays out, and of course I'll keep reporting on it and sharing my 2, 3 cents. Okay, all right. So let's jam a little bit and then we're gonna get out of here. But thank you again for listening and watching, sharing, and liking all the things. Okay, all right. So much. Appreciate it. So here we go. We're going to do like so. And yep, like so, like so, like so. And that's okay. All right, all right, all right. Make sure that I am mm-hmm. All right.
Flash. Ring so big, you can't even see my face. Ballin' on the court, make 'em chase. Buzzer beater, shot clock, first place. Got 'em running plays like they running in a race. I just wanna ball. I just wanna ball. I just wanna ball. I just wanna ball. I just wanna ball, making plays. Hit a crisscross, make a fall, win the game. Break his ankles, what you doing in my lane? Hit him with an alley-oop, now they screaming out my name. Let's do it. Take it to the hoop, push through it. Get to it. Showstopper, you the champ, let's do it. Moving state to state, I'ma show you how to play. I just wanna ball, so just get up out my way. I just want it all, so right now you gotta wait. I just gotta call, cause it's money to be made. Ring so big, you can't even see my face. Ballin' on the court, make 'em chase. Buzzer beater, shot clock, first place. Got 'em running plays like they running in a race. I just wanna ball. I just wanna ball. I just wanna ball. I just wanna ball.
Beginnings on the cusp. Not too old to adjust.
Live, or if you're in the replay, welcome to the video. Right now, we're just chilling, okay? Chilling and vibing. This is Chit Chat with T. I'm your host, Miss T.
You won't find me in the club. I'm in the lab trying to sharpen up the sword, swinging blades at these scrubs. Flock like bugs to the light, getting right. Treat my hoes like these raps. I don't really got a type. Off top bullshit. All I needed was a mic. Yeah. Hey, pass the rock, it's all butter. Pack your bags and take flight. Don't worry, it's all covered. Hey, live your life while you can. Our days are all numbered. Rain could cause thunder, but the sun comes after, clearing up the disaster.
Isn't it lovely? I ain't looking back, I'm focused on what's in front of me. Everybody day's a number, but I'm still here luckily. I know that God got me, so I'm in good company. So take it from me, I got
some places I should take you to see. You know it's easy when you ride with a G. Light speed, moving fast through the city, trying to find me some peace. I finally lived to be the guy that I was dying to be. Still I got some trust issues, people lie through their teeth. The more I grew, the more they hide in the crease. Squad building, weak members get released. If we trying to compete, starting pitchers need relief. Bro, we building a team, everybody got a niche. I've been known to play mine to a T, but it's time for me to lead, picking dirt right out the cleats. Steep path, roadblocks in the streets, trying to knock me off my feet, cause the devil never sleeps. So I don't sleep too, and trying to breach safes that I didn't have the keys to. We all been victims of trauma we ain't agreed to, but the sun comes after, starting up a new chapter.
Isn't it lovely? I ain't looking back, I'm focused on what's in front of me. Everybody dates a number, but I'm still here luckily. I know that God got me, so I'm in good company. Isn't it lovely?
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing my best, taking a moment to rest, feeling stressed out. Give it a good, I put that on God when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home with the negativity, with that mentality. Jump on jealousy, my bad. Get away from me, 'cause I've been working all day. Can a nigga catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, better way. Oh, Mom and Dad's only daughter, do I make you proud? Writing my life in lyrics, do y'all like the sound? Seeking approval constantly. When it's my truth, I own, I speak, it don't make sense now. Give it a good, put that on good when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home with that. Jump off my back, 'cause I've been working all day. Can a nigga catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. 'Cause I've been working all day. Can a nigga catch a broken future? All the plans you made in your heart grew just to die. And now your damaged goods, damaged should have never been. Thought you
This is Chitchatwithtea. I'm your host, Miss T, just checking in. We're chilling, vibing, and getting ready to get out of here. Um, hope you enjoyed the video or the live. I absolutely will be back with another one. Okay, look for my video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. I'm always posting. Okay, and if there's anything you want to talk about, feel free to drop it in the comment section. And just let me know. Okay. All right. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye-bye.
Baby, don't cry no more. Just let her walk out your door. Baby, don't cry no more. Mama's here. I wrote a lullaby for you. Yeah. Wasted loving all the nights I spent wondering why we couldn't be. Ooh. And now that you're alone, you're on my phone, running game. But maybe, baby, when it settles in that you're to blame, we could
This is Chit Chat with Tea. I'm your host, Miss T. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for listening. Have a great night or great morning or great day. Whatever. Enjoy. Don't forget to hit the like button. It gets assist in the algorithm. So if you made it this far, be sure to hit the like button, okay? I will catch you later. Thank you. Bye.